A robin lost in Essex snow, wings trembling where cold winds blow. It dreamed of home, a nest of gold, but the sky was white, the night was cold. It spread its wings, it faced the sky, a little bird, too brave to cry. Fly, robin, fly across the sea. Find your way to the Christmas tree. The stars will guide, the bells will chime. Fly home, sweet robin, it's Christmas time. Through Chelmsford lights and Southend rain, it crossed they 12 and felt the strain. It chased the sun, it braved the storms. A tiny heart, a journey warms. The Canby lights, they called its name. Through frosted clouds, it flew the same. Fly, robin, fly across the sea. Find your way to the Christmas tree. The stars will guide, the bells will chime. Fly home, sweet robin, it's Christmas time.
Hello.
Oh,
That was a bit
that's
of
sweet.
fun, wasn't it?
Oh, very
Hello,
sweet.
good evening, and welcome everyone to December 2025's Birds of Essex. Welcome, Steve. How are you?
I'm excellent, Matt. How are you?
You want a tissue?
I've got one. I've got one here. Look, oh, man. How's
People
your
are
mum?
looking, they're crying in the chat. I don't know if that's like with sadness or laughter or frustration or, but no, yeah, just thought that would be quite fun to start the show with something a little bit Christmassy. So there we go. Merry Christmas, everyone.
I like that. That was very good.
Mm.
Well prepared, may I say.
We've got our Christmas hats and jumper.
Jumper.
I bought this on the way home. Look at that. Look, every day I'm brustling.
Oh man,
I've got no idea what that means.
it's probably a youth thing.
Probably, yeah, it's probably rude. I've just offended everyone, but there you go. In my ignorance, I will plead ignorance.
They can't see the brustling bit. It just says every day.
Every day, yeah, exactly, every day. Right, so as always, we're going to be having a fun and filled and packed show, and people can interact and get in touch and send us stuff. And if I share the screen, Steve, do you want to run through this?
Absolutely. So, as usual, if you're a regular watcher of the show, to ask us a question in the chat in YouTube, which a lot of you already have said, lots of comments already this evening. But yeah, so you need to log in using your Gmail account, and then you can use the chat. And if you're not a subscriber to our channel, we're getting near the 1,000 mark. We're still a little short, but I'm sure that several people who are watching tonight aren't subscribers. So please click on the little bell that you see on the screen, and then you'll be notified when a new video is uploaded or when we've got new content available. So please do that. Or you can email us any questions you have tonight or comments to ebwstalks@gmail.com. And we look forward to hearing from everybody, hopefully.
Perfect. And one of the things you can email us about is What's been your birding highlight of 2025? We're gonna run through ours a bit later on. But what's been your birding highlight of 2025? It can be anything bird related. Even buying the turkey at Waitrose last night, maybe. I don't know.
It's in the freezer.
Yeah, exactly. That could count.
Otherwise, it'll be walking out of the door by Christmas Day.
I printed off the run sheet about 30 seconds before we started, and I haven't done it properly. So, what's coming up? It says we're going to be joined by Society Chair Paul Everett to look back at 2025 highlights and then I've got blank. I think it was to look forward to 2026, wasn't it? I think.
Mine says that as well. And
Brilliant. Oh, maybe it's the way I've done it then. Sorry, apologies. But yeah, Paul's going to be joining us later on. We're going to be looking back at the year, and we're going to be looking forward to well, things that are coming very soon and a little bit beyond. As I mentioned, Steve and I are going to be running through our own personal highlights for 2025 very quickly, and yeah, that's probably about it really, and a few other bits and pieces as well. So, what's been your birding highlight? That's the first thing. The second thing is not. Now, there's a picture for this. Have you got the? Did you see the email for this, Steve, or not?
did see the email, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this is basically Tim Hayward sent through an email. Let me see if I can just share this picture as well. So he was. Hang on, is that working?
Yeah, perfect.
Excellent. So Tim was at Fingering and he said he was at Fingering with Paul. Now I'm assuming it's Paul Everett. I don't know for certain. It might have been a different Paul.
No, I think it's
And
Paul, yeah.
this is Paul's picture. And Tim said during today's Webb's count of Fingering we had an estimated 3,000 knot in the intertidal area, which is quite a lot, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of knots.
It's unprecedented, to be fair.
Okay. He said Paul was also there, and oh, sorry, Paul and I were also there yesterday, and we had at least 2,000 then. It was a fabulous sight to see them all swirling and murmurating as the tide came up. At times, the air was thick with them. We've never had numbers anything like this before. In the 5 years that Tim's been doing the Webb's count there, the most they've ever had was 489 in 2023. So that's, goodness, that's what, six times, over six times the amount to this year, which is mad. So Tim is asking for discussion. Is this a pattern that's being repeated elsewhere in Essex? And if so, where do people think they've come from? Is there just a general influx into the UK this year? Or have they shifted from somewhere else, such as Norfolk? Are they coming further down the country, maybe? So let us know. Has anyone seen lots of knot, a Laura knot? And if so, give us a nudge in the chat and let us know where you think they've come from and what you've seen and how that compares to previous times.
I'd be interested to know whether the dingy and foul nest numbers, how high they are this autumn.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, where I'd normally bird the star when I go there, obviously that's got a lot of knots on the star, usually on the far side. But my local patches don't have, so I've not noticed anything myself. But people that frequent the areas where you do find knot, let us know, please.
Yep.
Okay, so should we do the photo competition? Show people how they can vote because that's still on at the moment, isn't it?
Yep, do that, and then I'll say hello from everyone that's watching tonight as well. So, yep, cool.
Do you want to do that one and getting the screen up?
Yeah, okay, mate. Yeah, so lots of people watching and said hello to us this evening. So we've got Liz Huxley, Graham, me, Mo Jackson, Christabel, Annette in the room next door, Emma Robinson, Susan Pembroke, John Peacock, Paul Everett, Karen Mace. Oh, my word. Ian Howarth, Maurice Knott, Tim Davis, Dave Bissett. Kevin O'Connor is in Denmark.
Oh, okay.
So global watchers this evening.
We're reaching out.
Steve Entwistle.
Hello, Steve. Hey, mate.
Evening, mate. Dave Webb, Dave Wilkinson. He said that intro song is a low-key banger.
Oh.
Now, in my day, that meant it was a knackered old car. But I think David's young, so that probably means something else nowadays. Like
maybe you can tell me what my T-shirt means as well then.
Maybe. Jules Webb and Daryl Rhymes. So good evening to all those.
Well, hello everyone, and thanks very much for tuning in. What was I doing? I was doing the photo competition. So here we go.
You were. So yeah, while you're doing that, just back to the knot. Graham Me says he said the sprats are in, and would this affect the numbers? Now, I wouldn't think so. because normally that affects things like divers, grebes, kittiwakes, gulls, and all that sort of stuff. But
Okay. Okay.
and Keith Radley's just joined the show as well. So good
Cool.
evening, Keith and
Hi,
Kathy.
Keith. Hi. Okay, so
Right,
this
go.
is how you can vote for the finalists or your favourite finalists in the autumn photographic competition. So if you go onto the website, ebws.org.uk, and on the main page, you'll see this lovely picture that Sean Minns kindly let us use for this competition. And if you click on the picture, you'll go to this screen. And this screen is just a straightforward, you've got 4 entries. You've got purple sandpiper and sanderling.
Yep.
We have little egret. We have corn bunting, handily on some. Is that corn? I presume that's corn.
Corn, but yeah.
Cool. And we have a common kestrel with a little vole thing that looks. It kind of looks quite happy, doesn't it? But I'm sure it's not.
If I only knew what was happening.
Yeah, he's probably thinking this is quite warm. I feel really secure here. Anyway, so if you have a look at that page, if you haven't voted already, and thanks to everyone that has, but if you haven't, look at the photos, choose your favourite, click just here, follow the instructions. I'm not going to go there because it might show you on the screen who's winning.
Yep.
At the moment, the results are being hidden.
Oh,
We'll reveal
interesting.
them later on.
So
Excellent.
get voting if you haven't voted.
Yes, please. And our winter competition is now open for entries. That's on the same website, ebws.org.uk. On the front page, some pictures scroll around, and one of them is the winter competition.
Yep.
So click on that picture. It's got a little egret on it, I think, and it will tell you how you can enter.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay. Anything on the old feedback?
Yeah. So Ian Howarth asked, he said, "Are we going to be told about the intro music?" I don't know which one, whether it's our theme tune or the Robin. Basically, both were Matt. So
Well,
with a little bit of help.
Not actually me. I mean, if I'd sung them, you would have all turned off after probably 10 seconds, I reckon, and I wouldn't have started singing until 15 seconds in. So that shows you how good I am. But no, they're both kind of generated. The first one is the one that we're using every month, and the second one was one I just thought we'd do for Christmas. So yeah, just a little bit of fun. But thanks for asking. Mainly using AI and a series of my photographs and so on and so forth. And yeah, lots of messing around and trying to work out how to do it all. Right, let's go on to this. So, can you see that, Steve?
I can.
Do you want to?
Excellent news.
Yeah, do you want to have a read through that?
To be fair, mate, I can't read it from here.
Oh, okay, all right. So, I mean,
Only
hopefully,
because I've got YouTube on the screen and you on the other screen, and it's quite small.
Okay,
So I'm sorry.
well, hopefully, we're not too out
That's
of
right.
date. This came through in, I think it was in a Breeding Birds Survey magazine or BTO magazine, and noticed it. So I thought I'd take a picture just to say congratulations to Ben. So basically, Ben Rumsley's a 18-year-old birder from South Essex, very, very keen, normally covers the Rainham Patch. He's been away at universities doing his studies at the moment. But he won the National Biodiversity Network Young Persons Award for 2024. So that's why I'm hoping we're not too far out of date. I would imagine they award them this year for last. I won't read through all of that, but you can see on there the things that he's done and the schemes he involves himself with and volunteers for. I just really want to say, A, congratulations, well done, and B, just thank you, really, because for young people like Ben, and there are lots of other young birders around as well, putting the effort and time in and volunteering to do things, it's so helpful and useful. And Ben's obviously been awarded for that. So congratulations, Ben.
See, but just reading it, just quickly
Oh,
reading it. Yeah, so
sorry.
he's been doing lots of web counts, breeding surveys.
Hmm.
He does weekly surveys. So yeah, fantastic work, Ben. Well done. Absolutely.
Absolutely. No,
Well
absolutely.
deserved. Well deserved.
Definitely, definitely. Okay, so the next thing is okay, ringing update. So for
Oh,
anyone,
I remember this.
yeah, thanks. A few people have asked me about this actually when I've bumped into them. So for anyone that, oh crikey, and I've also lost something as well. Well, for anyone that remembers last month, let me just get onto here quickly. Um, I saw a gull at Minsmere. And it was late in the day, and I was with my mum and Tina, and it was getting dark, and the gull had a ring, and I took a picture of it from distance. And basically, this is the info that came back, and I didn't realise, and Steve kindly pointed out because I hadn't looked at this properly, that at the top here, this is actually a Caspian gull, and I thought it was a herring gull. So I said I was going to go back and find photographs. I couldn't find them. I downloaded a piece of software to recover deleted files, and I went through over 3,000 pictures to try and find this picture of gull. Couldn't find it. So
The
apologies.
goal. To be fair, it's a goal. I
Well,
wouldn't bother.
I'll hold my hands up and say it was definitely a Caspian gull because there's no way they'd have got it wrong. But it just goes to show, instead of just focusing on the ring, what I should have done is had a quick look at the bird as well, just to make sure it wasn't anything other than a herring gull. So thanks for your eagle eyes, Steve. And it just shows that everyone's always learning all the time. Every day's a school day, isn't it? For me, anyway.
That's absolutely.
Now, there is another ringing story, but I seem to have deleted it, which is really annoying. So I'm going to try and find it again, and we'll do it probably in a few minutes' time if you've got something you can waffle about, Steve.
Yes.
Yes, I'll tell you what I will show, actually, very quickly. We have got the next item, which is called Ebbs Bay. And if anyone remembers, we occasionally have things that we offer to sell or to promote on behalf of one of our members who wants to sell on an item. And this one is a scope. And it's a Vanguard Endeavour HD82A. I'm going to run through some pictures of it. Got a picture of the eyepiece. We've got a picture of the objective lens. This comes with a cover and a spare 20 to 60 times eyepiece as well. There's also a mount for attaching the camera. There's covers for the eyepiece and the objective lens, and there's a carry strap. And I think it's all boxed as well. It will also come with a tripod, which is a Velbon DV7000 tripod. The person selling this has said the panning arm has been repaired, but it works well. And for that 82mm scope with the spare eyepiece and all the covers and the tripod and everything, they want £325. So if anyone's interested in that, yeah, it's a good scope actually. If anyone's interested in this, if you drop us an email at ebwstalks@gmail.com, £325 is what they're asking. Get in touch and we can put you in touch. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
No, nice one. Nice one.
Right. What's next?
I have no idea.
Preston Frampton field trips.
Yeah, we've
I'll
done
tell
that
you
in the
what.
last month, haven't we?
I know.
I don't know where
Go on.
I seriously don't know where the year has gone. I mean, it only seems like 10 minutes ago we were doing last year's Christmas show,
Mm-hmm.
and now here we are again. It's
No,
but yeah,
exactly.
the field trip to Frampton and Freyston was really good, wasn't it?
It was really, really good. If I
Yeah.
share some pictures, so do you want to have a quick chat? Well, first of all, why did we go to Freyston as well as Frampton, Steve?
So, as you're probably everyone's aware, there's not been a lot of rain this autumn and summer. So the team at RSPB Frampton Marsh very kindly got in touch with Jerry Johnson, who's the field trip organizer, and just gave us the heads up, although we were quite aware of it, that there wasn't much water at Frampton. And the idea was we were going to spend the day there, and obviously they didn't want us to be disappointed, so they suggested popping up to Freyston RSPB Reserve, which is only 25 minutes further north,
Mm-hmm.
for the morning, and then we did Frampton in the afternoon, and it worked out really, really well. So, yeah, really good suggestion from the RSPB team.
Absolutely, and huge thanks to them for suggesting it. Let's run through these pictures. Apologies if the screen was just glitching around a bit. I've just found the other ringing thing that I wanted to show, so I'll be able to do that in a minute. So this is the first picture. This is at Freyston, I think, wasn't it?
That's at Freyston, just down by the Hyde, yeah.
Yeah, and there was a lovely sort of big lake on our left there. You can just about see the water through the trees. And there was this sort of tunnel of small trees that we all walked through. And the weather, it was pretty good, wasn't it, to be fair?
Glorious, because as we drove up, it was really foggy. And we thought, oh no, what's going to happen? But actually the fog cleared and it was just a glorious autumn day or early winter day.
Yeah, as you can see, the sunlight on the leaves. That's some of the group walking through. And we saw some birds, didn't we? So we saw a few of these.
Yeah, lots of pintail.
Yeah, pintail. And a few of them in flight as well.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, beautiful.
And the light on these birds was just fantastic. We had a lovely kingfisher at Freyston as well, didn't we?
We did, yeah. That we managed to get everyone on the kingfisher, so we had lovely views of that as it just sat in the sunshine looking for food.
Yeah, and it sat there for a good 5, 10 minutes. I think everyone got onto it, as you say. And then there was or two, three or four of these, I think, at Preston, wasn't there?
Yeah, there were
So
small groups of hooper swans,
yeah, and
which is
there's
always
quite a
nice.
few widgeon there as well, as you can see. So this is an adult hooper swan. You can tell it's hooper because it's got more yellow on the bill than black. The yellow comes past the nostril. It's always a good idea to check that out. And this one's a young bird, isn't it, Steve?
It is, yeah, and we had nice views. Actually, there was a nice mixture of adults and juveniles.
Mm,
So they've obviously had a good breeding season. But yeah, this juvenile flew right past us.
yeah, no, that was
Um,
nice. But I think you were on the way back to the coach when we found this. I think Ollie,
yeah,
yeah, Ollie Cotter said he'd gone sort of walking off with a small group, and they'd spotted a raptor in a bush at the side of the field, and they were trying to get on it and confirm what it was. He thought it was a merlin, I think. He was up in the distance. It then flew, and as it flew, I saw it as well, and Ollie and I both shouted merlin at the same time. And yeah,
nice.
this merlin just sped past. That's the best shot I could get of it. But what? I mean, they're cracking birds, aren't they? They're wonderful,
Yeah,
and we may
it
see. We
seems
may. Oh, gone.
it seems like a really good autumn for merlins. I mean, there's been lots of sightings. So whether again that maybe they've had a really good breeding season as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Um, and then we moved on to Frampton. So this is at Frampton, and this is going up to the seawall at the end. We kind of wandered through and walked our way up and checked out the scrapes either side, didn't we? As you said earlier, it was a little bit dry, but we did have quite a special bird on the scrapes, which hopefully there's a picture in a second. That's just some of the group walking their way towards the seawall at the end. And then that's, well, we were sort of scanning the salt marsh, weren't we, really?
And I think we all this. I mean, this shot here. I think we were watching that. Hopefully, that special bird that you're talking about.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. Actually, yes, yeah, we were. And it wasn't this. Although
Uh,
this is a
uh,
very special bird. This is definitely a special bird.
uh, uh,
But we had lovely views of marsh harrier,
yeah.
which was nice. I think that's a young male, isn't it? That one looks like it. I
Yeah.
think so.
Can't really quite
Anyway,
see, to be fair.
but this is the special bird, and it wasn't close, as you can see. But if I zoom in, this was a cracking a cracking male merlin, wasn't it?
Yeah, brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah.
Gorgeous male merlin. So I think it might be a young one actually. I'm not sure. It looks a bit of fringing on the edges of the wing coverts there. I'm not 100% certain, but wonderful bird, and it just sat there, didn't it?
And we managed to get the scope on it for everybody. And then it flew a little bit closer to us.
Mm.
And it obviously tried to hide behind the mounds. It was obviously presumably looking out for things like skylarks and meadow pipits.
Yep, yep.
But yeah, everyone really enjoyed seeing that as well, which was
Oh,
really good.
definitely. Always a special bird to see. And then this bird on the way back to the coach at the end, there was a kestrel that was just sat in a bush, and it was completely tame. Um, and people were literally taking pictures of it with their mobile phone from no more than a few feet away. And I think it was just oblivious to people because it's sort of hanging out by the centre, so it's probably used to people, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it was like you could get within like 10, 12 feet of it. It was ridiculously close.
Mm. And obviously this was on the way back, so I thought a silhouette shot might be nice of that.
Yeah,
That looks quite
lovely.
a bit Christmassy, doesn't it? But I'm going to leave this shot to you, Steve. So do you want to explain this?
So it looks like people in McDonald's, bizarrely. So
It
yeah, we
is.
left. So we left Frampton about 10 to 5. We'd been travelling about half an hour. We got to Spalding. We had a lovely, was like looking forward to getting home. And then the coach driver pulled into services and said he'd got a problem with the coach and he couldn't go any further.
But
So
the actual words he used, I can say this because they were clean, because I was right at the front, and he just pulled in and parked, and he went, "We're broken."
uh,
And I
uh,
said, "Sorry, what?" And he said, "We're broken." Well, broken, broken. He
uh,
said, "Yeah, we're broken, broken." So go on, carry on. Sorry.
so yeah, basically he pulled into the services, made some phone calls. Um, we did think we were going to have to wait a couple of hours for a replacement coach, but he pulled a few strings with another company nearby. So we only had to wait an hour, which gave us enough time to. We pretty much, there was a service station, so people went and got some food. We all headed into McDonald's for our evening meal. Um, but yeah, we got back a little later than planned, but still a really good day though.
Yeah, and thanks again to the coach driver for sorting us out, and also for doing the right thing. He managed to link the coach to a place where we could safely stop. We had somewhere to get out, and there was facilities there as well. So we weren't just stranded in the middle of the motorway in the dark and the cold. So that was actually
Yeah,
it was as good as it could have been,
yeah.
definitely.
So yeah, thanks to Lodge's coaches because
Yeah,
they're brilliant, really good.
yeah, 100%. Thank you. Right, I'm going to share that ringing picture. I don't know if it popped on the screen briefly. It might have done earlier. But let me share this. Have you seen this before, Steve, or not?
I saw it yesterday.
Okay, do you want to run through this?
Yeah, so Max Helicar and April, who are both members of the South Essex Ringing Group, who we do a lot of work with for our ringing demonstrations. Yeah, so they obviously they go out, they do our bird ringing events, but also they do lots of ringing in their own gardens, at various sites, over at the Wilderness Foundation, who again we work with. But yeah, Max and April captured this turnstone. Max made a handmade. He sort of made a walk-in trap, handmade thing. Anyway,
Mm.
caught this turnstone back in. So when was that? So 2024, 12th of
Hmm.
April, and it got retrapped this year in Arctic Canada. How about that?
Unbelievable. Incredible.
4,119 kilometers away.
That it's the world's northernmost continuously inhabited settlement, which is
Oh,
crazy. So that little turnstone that they ringed on Southend has flown pretty much as far as it can with the settlement still around to actually record it. Um,
absolutely.
that's just mad. And I think I'm right in saying that turnstone, are they not the most widely distributed or one of the most widely distributed birds in the world? Because they obviously winter up in the Arctic and then they just kind of go in all directions around the globe. Is that correct?
Certainly as waders go, yeah. For
Mm,
waders, yeah, definitely. They
mm.
sort of go all over the place. So it's and they said it's only the 15th British ring turnstone to be encountered in Canada.
That's absolutely mad. So
That's
well done to Max and April. Well done to the whole of the SCRG team.
yeah,
Brilliantly led by David. And I'm not just saying
yeah.
that because you're watching, because they
No,
are such a good team.
absolutely.
Yeah,
No, they're a wonderful group, and when they're doing amazing work like this, it's to get these results is just fantastic.
definitely. And we might be talking about them a little bit later on again.
We might be, yes.
Right, we have a special guest. So do you want to check the messages and stuff
I
while I
will do.
bring that
Just a
person in?
couple of things. Nick Lay's joined us this evening. Evening, Nick.
Hmm.
He had a bittern at Wat Tyler last week, which
Oh, well
it
done.
might feature in my monthly roundup later.
Hmm.
And then Tim Davis, he does the Webb's count at Wallasey Island.
Right.
Um, Although he does, obviously it's split up because it's such a big site, split up into lots of areas. There were many thousand knot there this month,
Okay.
so presumably the knot haven't come from there then. So
Okay. But
no,
were the numbers there what they normally are for this time of year? Or I
I
know that.
assume so. I've seen some photographs of thousands of birds, so
Hmm,
yeah, I'd imagine their numbers are probably still very high. I do wonder whether they're dingy birds somewhere along the
okay.
line.
Okay. Interesting.
Maybe that's
Right.
my calling it. And Dave Wilkinson, Speaker of the Devil, says thanks for the shout out, guys. He's super proud of the gang for that record. So
No, it's a really
excellent.
good one. That must be out of 10, David. How excited are you all when something like that comes back? Is it like an 11, a 12? It must
Absolutely.
be so exciting to have that kind of stuff come back.
Matt, just before we introduce our special guest,
Hmm.
remind me about ringing later on.
Okay.
While David's on, I'm going to ask him a question.
Okay, cool. Right.
Thank you.
Um, no problem. Hello, Paul.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Not too bad. How are you? You
Good.
all right?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Good, good, good. And did you like our little Robin song at the beginning?
Oh, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Great bit of work.
Shed a
Um,
tear.
I'm not going to admit that, Steve.
He's got
Well,
the
there was,
tissues hidden.
to be fair, there was a big box of tissues on him before on the windowsill behind him before we started, and that's gone. So
Yeah.
Okay.
right. So Paul, as many of the people watching know, is the chair of Essex Birdwatching Society, and we asked him to come onto the show because it's obviously end of year to kind of look back at what's been happening in 2025. Just a quick review of the year, really, in terms of the things that we've been involved with, things that we're proud of, and also a brief look at where we think it's going to go into 2026. So, shall we start with maybe, I don't know, we've got surveys. We got involved with the duckling survey.
Yeah, absolutely. That survey was to support some academic research that was being conducted in Essex, and they were very, very pleased with the results. They're now expanding that across the wider UK. So and where they were focusing on mallards, they're now also looking at other ducklings for other breeds as well. So yeah, very good, and well done to everybody that participated in that, because I know that data was really valuable.
Yeah, definitely. And I know that the EBS members contributed massively towards it. So it's Hannah Coburn, I think her name is, isn't
That's
it?
it. Yeah.
And she sent us a thank you message. And I think they're going to be running, as you say, Paul, survey again next year. So I'm sure there'll be an opportunity for people to get involved with that as well. We were involved in other surveys, weren't we, Steve? Nightingale surveys and big farm bird counts and all sorts of things.
Yeah, do you know what? It's so nice that we can get the members involved, because obviously, like the committee members do a lot of stuff, but it's so nice getting the members involved with lots of surveys. And like you say, there was a Nightingale survey in this part of the world, which some members took part in, which was really, really productive, I think.
I think, Paul, you got some figures on that, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the figures haven't been finalised by the BTOs yet, but what we had 18 surveyors. Many of them were EPWS members, covering 33 sites across April and May. And the recording of singing nightingales, there was between 206 and 256 nightingales that were recorded during that period. Now, that might seem to be quite a big gap, 206 to 256, but as we say, that we had to follow some very strict rules of the BTO, so they need to verify and validate the data now that it's gone to them. But really well done to everybody who got involved in that, because that was 4 mornings up before sunrise. And then there were another 2 evenings where people worked from 11 o'clock in the evening until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah. So real dedication for folks on that.
No, definitely well done to everyone involved with that.
Absolutely.
And also we've supported another Nightingale project as well this year, which we're hoping will reveal some results in the spring of 2026. That was a data logging project, wasn't it? And that was at EWT Flingering, Hoe and Aberton, I think.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yep. And that was led by Chaz Holt. And the idea is to put small data loggers on. Was it 5 nightingales? I think we funded.
We funded 5 or 6, and I think we did 3 this year. I think we've got now. I think it's 6, because I think we funded 3 this year, and we've got enough for 3 next year.
Yeah.
And hopefully these birds, because nightingales are one of those species that come back to the same location, and sometimes even the same bush or branch even. So the idea is to hopefully be able to retrap one of these birds in the spring, and then the data logger will be able to download all the information that will show us where it's been on its journey to and from the wintering grounds. So that will be really exciting if one of those gets retrapped. So fingers crossed on that.
Because often, I mean, there's certainly birds at Aberton with rings on their legs that come back year in, year out. So I think there's a really good chance of recovering one of these data logged birds.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
And the big farm bird count, I just want to give Mark Nowers from the RSPB a shout out, because he's really building networks with local farmers throughout Essex. And it's so important because, the farmland dominates the countryside, as we know. And there are so many farmers now that are so involved with wildlife, nature, and bringing back habitat. Small parts of their land, little edges or corners, maybe revitalizing ponds that used to be there and have dried out. And all of this stuff is so important. And moving forward, Mark's done some brilliant work. He's making some good relationships, and he's linking the farms with maybe members of EBWS and other birders. And we're getting involved with the surveying and feeding back information. So it's a great project, and that's going to be continuing forwards into 2026 and hopefully beyond. It's quite closely linked with the Turtle Dove project as well, and we've also been involved with that this year too. So all of these little things, anyone watching who hasn't got involved with anything like this, if you're interested, we are looking to do more of these surveying projects in the future. And what we'll try and do is, if you do volunteer and you're not experienced, doesn't matter, you may be paired with a more experienced person and learn how to do it that way. And it's a really good, I've done a few of them, and they're just good fun, aren't they, guys?
They're great
on them as well.
Yeah.
And they're great learning as well.
Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we have people join us because they think we know what we're doing, which is great, and it's just nice imparting our knowledge back to these. And then they go off, and they once they've been with us for a year, then they can go off and they do it themselves, and then they come back
Mm.
and tell us what they've. It's brilliant stuff.
Yeah, and the landowners themselves, you'll feed this information back to the landowner, and you'll get an email back. Oh, I didn't know that there was such and such on my land, or thank you so much, or I've received texts and phone calls from people months down the line saying I heard this or I've seen this, and it's just really great to get people involved. So yeah, so good. And talking about getting people involved, we've been doing quite a bit with BTO youth as well, haven't we, over the last year or so?
Yeah, we have. I mean, we've now got our BTO. Now got our EPWS youth representative, Ollie Cottis. Ollie's been out in Africa training to be a wildlife guide, and he's back with us now. And he's been running some events with the BTO youth team, and that they proved to be very successful with some very good people coming along. Young folks, but with a huge interest, and I think it's encouraging for everybody.
Absolutely.
Definitely, and I think there's been one or two of these youngsters that have attended other events as well through the rest of the year. So it's all about getting involved, and as you said, Steve, it snowballs, doesn't it?
It does. They come on one thing and they really enjoy it, and then I've lost Matt. I don't know where he's gone.
Well, I'm still here. Don't
But
worry, it's my camera playing up.
that's okay. Don't worry, mate. I thought, hey, he's gone.
Hey.
Yeah, but they say they come on one thing and then they enjoy it, and then they might tell friends, and it's just it's brilliant. And the same numbers are increasing, and it's just so nice to get the youth involved because I mean Matt and I are sort of some of the oldest ones.
Well, yeah, no, definitely.
Sorry, the youngest ones. Sorry, the youngest ones.
I feel like one of the oldest ones. I was involved with the Hanningfield. We had a duck and gull ID event at Hanningfield earlier in the year, and that went really well. And there was a lot of enthusiasm there. And I know that Ollie was involved with a ringing demo. And I am still here. I'm going to unplug my camera while I'm talking and plug it back in again. So Ollie was involved with a ringing demonstration. That was down at Tyler, I think, for the youth.
Gunners Park, I think, Matt.
Was it Gunners, that one? But that was again for young people. They had a firecrest there, didn't they? I think that was the highlight, which was superb. And also Ollie and Alice and Shan from the BTO Youth, they were involved in a webs and wader identification session on Two Tree Island, and that wasn't that long ago. And once again, that was well attended and well supported. So well done to everyone involved with those. Thank you so much. And it's all about trying to get that link with young people and encourage them. I think there are a lot of young people that do, that are genuinely interested in birds and nature, aren't there?
Absolutely.
And we did some ringing demos as well. We've had three, I think we had four ringing demos this year.
Yeah, maybe 3 or 4, I think, this year.
Yeah. Highlights. What were your highlights from them? Anything that
sorry, David just said the youth demo was what Tyler?
It was what Tyler, yeah. Thought it was. That's all right. We can edit that out of the final upload, don't worry. The ringing demos that we've had, the highlights for you, Steve and Paul?
George's Kit Kats.
I think he meant birds.
Forget about the birds, mate.
Actually, scrub what I was going to say. I agree with you 100%. The ones he put them in the flask, didn't he, with cold water?
Yeah. No, joking aside, apart from George's Kit Kats, the Sparrowhawk was good fun.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm always just amazed just watching birds in the hand. Be a blue tit, robin, bearded tit, I don't care what it is. Yeah. I mean, it's just lovely watching them. And the team, the Southeast Ringing Group, they're just amazingly good at explaining all about it. So I just love the whole thing, really.
Definitely, I think sorry, go on, Paul.
Oh, sorry, I think for me it was the learning because being able to see a chiffchaff and a willow warbler in the hand next to each other, that was really good. And for with David and his team actually pointing out the real intricacies of these birds to make it easier to identify them in the field.
Definitely. And I just think that the whole atmosphere at these things, for anyone that's not been, it's well worth booking up for one if you can, because they're just so much fun. Everyone enjoys it. There is a chance to see the birds, as Paul said. Sometimes you get something special. So for me, the sparrowhawk was obviously a highlight, and the bearded reedling as well. That was at Wat Tyler in the car park. We remember we did one in the car park, didn't we?
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
they were taking some DNA samples on that one as well. There was I can't remember her name, but there was a doctor. Was she from the London Zoological
Ava,
Society?
Ava, was it
Ava?
Ava?
Might have been. I
Ava
think
rings
she
a
was from
bell.
the Zoological Society, wasn't she? She was taking DNA samples of birds to try and build up the database and so forth. And she DNA sampled this bearded reedling, and it was just such a brilliant bird to see in the hand. And it was a male as well. It was an adult male.
Oh, it was cool. It was
Oh,
cool.
it was really good. Yeah.
And bizarrely, Richard Chew said his ringing highlights were bearded tit and sparrowhawk.
There you go. Yeah. That's
And
exactly what I've got written down, Richard.
yeah, and again, he says thanks to David and the team for such successful and informative events. So,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah, well done.
100%. Obviously, field trips. We have multiple field trips over the past year. Once again, thanks. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Thanks, Steve, for organising them. Of course, I know you plan all the events a year or two in advance, and I'm going to die here, aren't I? I'm going to unplug for a few moments. Hang on.
Hopefully,
you can still hear me.
Just his camera. I mean, you know.
Yeah, if I stop talking, then you know I have got a problem.
Unless Bruce Willis is climbing the house or something, because it is Christmas after all.
I was going to do the EPKA thing, but I better not do that. It's not 9 o'clock yet. No, thank you, Steve, for organising the events. You always choose such a good selection of different places to go. You know, you look at things like the time of the year, the tide times, and all those things. Accessibility and parking as well. There are so many things to consider, and of course, not just all that stuff, but what birds are likely to be there too. Because there's no point in going somewhere where you can park and get there and then you turn up and there's no birds. So, spot on. For me, I think the lodge was brilliant. I've never been there before.
Remember that back in April, wasn't it? That was April. That was
really
good.
Really good. And those ravens were so good. That's probably my highlight. Although I think one that Paul mentioned earlier, which I'll let you say, Paul, but was also very good as well. The one up at Minsmere.
Oh yeah, the nightjar session. So we met midday-ish, and after a hearty lunch, we set off across the reserve, and we had a good look around the reserve. And then the evening, Steve took us up onto the heath, where we got some really good views of nightjar.
Yeah, really, really good.
And to be fair,
it rained on us for a little while, and everyone was getting worried, but that passed very, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you know, when you go looking for nightjars, if you see one, you know, you're doing well. But to get like 50 people to see a nightjar, and we all had really good views, was great. And I think I know everyone that came on the trip really enjoyed it. It was good fun.
It was really, really good fun. And once again, a different thing to do. You know, I think you kind of come up with the idea of doing it, didn't you? And I don't know what made you think of it really for a coach trip or for a large group. Sorry.
Yeah, it was probably a little bit risky. I like to take a gamble now and again, but luckily it all paid off and worked.
Oh, without a doubt.
But
it was brilliant. It was and it was different, and I think that's why we got so many people there as well.
Yeah,
definitely. And to have nightjars flying over your head and so close, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was good.
And of course we had a lot of. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, Matt. Before you go on, you were thanking Steve for organising these, and he does a fantastic job. As does Jerry in coordinating them, but also to both of you and all of our other volunteers as well that help with the guiding on these events. You know, sometimes it's just the two of you because it's relatively small numbers, but especially some of our self drives, we're getting a large number of people turning up. So we've got a few other volunteers that step in and help out, take the pressure off of you two, hopefully a little bit. But
yourself included, Paul. You do that. So yeah, thank you.
No, much appreciated. I mean, I mean that happened back in the spring, didn't it? We had a very successful trip to the Brecks. Again, another self-drive, and everyone loves going to the Brecks. And we had a monster turnout.
I think it was a combi, wasn't it? Really, it was a coach trip, but I think because of where it was, some people self-drove as well. Yeah. And there was nearly 70 people turned up to that. I think
70 people. And we all got to see goshawks and hawfinches, and I can't even remember what we saw now, but woodlarks. Yeah. I mean, and again, these are not easy birds to see, and to be fair, just going around with a group of people is just it's such great fun, and there's such a good atmosphere.
Definitely.
So really good. So memorable moments this year.
Definitely. And talking of memorable moments, we've had lots of the good indoor meetings as well. So, Paul, thanks to you because you organised the indoor meetings,
Yep.
the online meetings. You've been hosting the online meetings as well this year. And I think they've all gone brilliantly. It's been a really good range of subjects.
We've been lucky. We've attracted some good speakers, but I think that goes to that says something about us as a society because they're willing to come and give their time and speak to us.
Yep.
We've had a real mix, haven't we? We've had experts from BTO. We've had experts from the rare birds breeding panel, and then we've had academics as well. So it's a really nice mix.
Yeah, absolutely. We had Mark from the RSPB.
Yeah.
We had some bloke talking about Goa back in March. That was pretty good. That was you, Steve.
Oh, okay.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's just a really good mix of people and subjects. And there's always something different and always something you can learn from these things as well. So once again, anyone watching, you don't have to be a member. You can just come along. If it's an indoor meeting there in Chelmsford, if it's an online meeting, just log on and watch it. When we upload them all to our channel as well, so you can always watch later if you're unavailable that evening. And finally, I think we've been involved in an incentive in Hanningfield as well, haven't we? The Guide and the Hide.
Yeah, that's right. That's that was set up by some of our members with the Essex Wildlife Trust folks down there. We do that once a month on a Saturday. The next one's on the 20th, actually, of this month. And we have a group of members that go out into the hides. We have someone in the centre that's introducing people as they come in. We maintain a list of the birds sighted, and if anyone wants to go and see a particular bird or just wants to come out for interest, we're out there to loan them binoculars and let them see scope views, etc. And it's been really good. It's been a bit challenging to this end of the year because the water levels in the reservoir have dropped quite significantly. So a lot of the birds are a lot further away. But it's still garnering some significant interest. We've had people travel all the way from London, having heard about it, just to come and have a look and see what's about.
That's really good. I just want to say a thanks to Jan Lewis, one of our members and committee member, because he was quite instrumental in setting this up. So yeah, well done, Jan.
That's right, and Simon Satchell, who's taken over from him.
Yes,
in that respect.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing. There's always opportunities for any of our members to get involved with the society, whether it be making suggestions of things we could do, or getting involved with surveys, or joining the committee. You can come along the committee as an assistant and just see what we do, and then there'll be something that pops up that you think, I could have a go at that, and then all of a sudden you're actively involved. So it doesn't run itself. It wouldn't run without people like you two and all of the other committee members that put in their time and give up so much of of their time and effort to make the society work so well. And everyone's got their job. It works really well.
We've got a fantastic committee and we've got some fantastic volunteers that come along to help. And as you said, Matt, not everybody wants to be a committee member, but there's plenty of opportunity for people to come and volunteer and help out with bits and pieces. And we get people doing that, and it's really good. And I think the big thing for me is that we all learn from each other.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely right. Well said.
Moving forwards, we've got something fun coming up on Sunday, I think, haven't we? Let me just click the screen. Hold on.
We have.
Oh, look at that. Top one here.
We've got our final field trip of 2025.
Oh.
We're heading to warmer climes. Well, we're heading south. I mean, might be warmer. Down to East Tilbury in Coalhouse Fort.
And this is a self-drive one, isn't it?
It's a self-drive. Meet in the car park at Coalhouse Fort at 9 a.m.
Yep.
And the tide will probably be high around then. But we'll have a walk. We'll try and find some waders, some raptors, hopefully a few small birds. There's scrapes inland, and should be a good day.
It's going to be good fun, definitely.
Yeah.
And you can see the message on here. I need to change this actually. So at the moment, if you can let us know on one of the email addresses, so info.ebws@gmail.com would be the best one if you plan to come along. I know there's a few people that have already told us. The only reason we're asking on these self-drives is just to get a rough idea of the numbers involved and to see how many guides do we need, as Paul was mentioning earlier on, just to make sure we've got enough pairs of eyes and telescopes for people to get on these birds. And we've also got, going into next year, hang on a minute, here we go. Do you want to talk about this one, Paul?
Yeah, the monthly meeting. So the first one of the year was on the 9th of January. That's going to be a Zoom meeting. Lesser spotted woodpeckers. So Ken and Linda Smith, who are somewhat avid lesser spotted woodpeckers enthusiasts and experts, have agreed to come and talk to us about the work they've been doing over many, many years.
Fantastic.
This is a declining species, as we all know, and it's one of great interest to many people.
And I think this is an online talk, isn't it? So we'll be sending
Yeah.
out details of the talk on the newsletter, and you can just log in and watch it, or we'll be uploading it to the channel after it's finished, and you'll be able to watch it over the coming days, as I said. So that's one to look out for on the 9th of January. Very quickly, if you haven't already subscribed to our newsletter from our homepage, which is ebws.org.uk, if you scroll to the bottom, just put your email address in here. You don't have to put your name, but you can if you want to. The email address is all we need. Click subscribe, and then you'll be kept up to date with all the things we're doing. And you'll be notified about things like the field trips and indoor meetings, and also things like the ringing demos.
Absolutely.
Yes, so we've got another ringing demo coming up next month, and I
We
think
have
this one.
in
Sorry, go on.
2026. I can't
I
believe it.
know.
I
Next
can't believe
year.
it. I know.
It's mad.
So yeah,
We
on the
mentioned-
Sunday, the 11th of January.
It is. We mentioned the sparrowhawk before. Let's just bring his picture up again. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
So yeah, Sunday the 11th of January. At the moment, it's pretty much full because these are limited numbers, and we've had a lot of interest in this. So the numbers are good at the moment. But if you are interested, you can still send us an email to info.ebws@gmail.com. Get in touch. Worst case scenario, we can put your name on a waiting list just in case we get any cancellations nearer the time. But we might be able to squeeze one or two more people on at the moment. So I need to talk with David about that, which I'll do. And we'll go from there. But yeah, that's going to be a really good event to start 2026. Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
be really good. Really
hopefully
good. Look,
field fairs and Red Wings and goodness knows what. Anything could turn up, couldn't it?
yeah, Yellowhammer. Oh, anything's
Yeah.
possible.
Definitely.
I mean, look at that report from, was it last week? In the west of the county, I don't know if you both saw it, but a ringer over there had a juvenile rosefinch.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw the report. Yeah, common rosefinch. Yeah, which is it's one of those birds that can just be lingering in the countryside in a finch flock. No problem. All right, it should
Absolutely
be in
mad.
India or somewhere, but
Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely crazy. And very quickly, guys, 'cause I know time's ticking already. I'm just going to very quickly bring up. Here we go. Steve, do you want to just quickly run through the events? So, in January, we got the field trip to Walthamstow on the 18th.
yeah. So we're heading back to Walthamstow wetlands within the M25, which will be really good. We visited there a couple of years ago. We had a fantastic time, and we're heading back there on Sunday, the 18th of January. And again, it's a self-drive. And also, it's really good links to public transport. And then we're whipping on. We've got Sunday, the 14th of February. We're heading up to Holcombe in North Norfolk. Great place for geese and raptors and hopefully shorelarks. They're a little bit thin on the ground at the moment, but still lots of time. That's just a Chelmsford pickup only. And it's a 7 o'clock start on that one, so an earlier start than normal. What else have we got? We've got Carlton Marshes in April. That's a 7:30. So in Suffolk, up near Lowestoft. Great reserve, big reserve, great for bitterns, marsh harriers, cranes, Chinese water deer. It's good for dragonflies, everything.
I think it might be too early for the red-footed falcons that time of year, mightn't it?
Yeah, I would say so, but
You never know.
it's one of those places like things like blue throat. Anything can turn up that time of year. And there's a Stanway pickup for that at 7:50. And then in May we head down to Rye Harbour. So we haven't been to Rye Harbour for a number of years, and they've got a lovely new visitor centre there and facilities, as well as hides. So we're down there on Sunday, the 10th of May. Again, shingle area, loads of terns, gulls, birds of prey, wheat ears, things like that. Should be great trip.
Yeah.
And then we finish up the current sort of fixture card on Sunday, the 7th of June, with a day trip to Thursley Common. So just south of Guildford. Great place for Dartford warblers, hobby, redstart, tree pipit, woodlark. If you're into invertebrates, brilliant place for bees, and there's some really rare plants as well. So yeah,
Fabulous. As people can see, a lot of these are either full or very limited space on the coach. This is reasonably up to date. Some of these spaces might have been taken, but don't forget you can always go onto a waiting list. So we'll sometimes get some cancellations nearer to the coach trip. So if you're on the waiting list, Jerry will call you, and you may well be able to get onto these. So don't despair if it says fully booked. Put your name down anyway, and you may well get on the trip. And of course, the self-drive ones, just let us know you're coming. And then we'll send you details and you can just turn up. And finally, Paul, we've got the monthly meetings for next year. So we've already covered the one in January. We've got 3 more after that, haven't we?
Yes. So we've got Hummingbirds of the World, a Zoom meeting. This was a request from some members, so we've organised this one. European Wildlife Roadshow. So Paul Alistair Collins is coming back to talk to us about his favoured photographic locations for birding around Europe.
Excellent.
And then last but not least, on the evening of the AGM, our own Peter Merchant, who's our peregrine expert here in Essex, is going to come and tell us about the peregrines and some of the work that he's been doing. Fascinating work, and in fact, just recently he rehabilitated an injured peregrine and released it out here at Great Notley.
Oh, brilliant. Good stuff. That's really good stuff.
Yeah,
And this just reminded me of
lady out walking her dog, found it injured in the field back in July. Took it to the local vet. They called Peter. Peter's looked after it, and then I think it was last month he came back and released it.
Oh, fantastic news. Very quickly, we haven't mentioned this month's indoor meeting. Time is ticking, but it was superb. Dr. Greg Conway presented an excellent talk on nightjars and their status in the UK, how the populations are changing and slowly increasing at the moment, actually, although the area that they're covering has slightly contracted. But it was a fascinating talk, and thank you so much to Dr. Greg, and again thanks to Paul for arranging it, because it's an unusual subject. I've not been to a nightjar talk before, and that was really interesting. Definitely.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, last but not least, Matt, I think we ought to mention the conference in March.
Definitely, that's a big one. Yes.
Yeah. So we've moved our venue this year. The last conference was at Writtle Agricultural College. This year we've gone for Anglia Ruskin University in Chelmsford. It's a bigger venue. It's easier for everyone to get to, better transport links. There's details of it on the website. Read my mind. And ticket sales are now open, so you can book your place.
Absolutely. And it's on the website here. You find this on our homepage. If you hover over events and then go to EBWS conference at the bottom, as Paul says, tickets are on sale, and it tells you on here that we've got a new online registration process, which I won't go through now, but it is simple. So just click on there, and there's some other information on the screen that you can click on and look at as well. So that's going to be a really good day. We're wishing away next year already, aren't we? We haven't even finished this one yet.
No,
but I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the end of March.
There's a huge amount of work going on in the background there, and again, thanks to our committee members and our volunteers for helping with that, because we couldn't do that without that assistance.
Absolutely, well said. Right, shall we have? Well, do you want to check the chat quickly, Steve? See if everyone's still awake, or
so. Yeah, a couple of things. Just trying to think. Julie Eggleton's watching from Comoros, which is now where's Comoros? That's off Madagascar.
Africa, yeah.
Madagascar way, isn't it? Off Madagascar somewhere, I think, off the top of my head. So she's watching, enjoying the show, and she enjoyed the nightjar evening as well, which was really good. And then Dave Austin's asked, he said, on the coach trips, can we join by driving ourselves? I mean, ideally, we'd like you to come on the coach, because just it keeps the numbers manageable.
Yeah.
So there are, as Matt said, the website is kept up to date. So yeah, ideally, we'd prefer come on the coach. Just to manage numbers, really.
That'd be good, because the problem is when you start to get 60, 70, 80 people turn up to an event, it's great, and it does happen during the Big County Birdwatch, which again we haven't talked about this year, but that was superb, wasn't it? The Big County Birdwatch, completely forgot about that, but there you go. Yeah. We do have 60, 70, 80 people regularly turn up to walks there, but they're slightly different, because that's more about trying to get as many people along. The field trips, we're sort of concentrating more on trying to get people onto the birds and visiting different sites. So even with a coach, it's still nearly 50 people. It's still a
Yeah.
big group to try and lead round and manage. And you do a great job, Steve. And I think if it gets to be more than that, it can become a bit of a handful sometimes. And the problem
Yeah.
is that not everyone then sees all the birds. If you're at the back of a big long line of people, it can become
Yeah.
tricky. So,
Yeah.
as Steve said, coach trips, we would prefer it if you can book on the coach, please. Thank you.
And
Right.
then quickly, John Peacock's just quickly asked, anyone seen waxwings yet, or is it a bit early? Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen somehow this year. I
Well,
think
I nearly saw some.
there's a few around, but there's nothing much happening generally. So
I was up at North Warren with Jan Lewis last month, and 10 waxwing flew over. Oh my goodness, my name's gone. Where's the place just north of North Warren with the house in the clouds? What's it called?
Ness.
That's it, Thorpe Nest. Well done, thank you.
Thought it-
Yeah, so 10 waxwings have been spotted flying over the north part of North Warren towards Thorpe Nest while we were there. So we didn't see them. And we even drove up to Thorpe Nest, had a quick drive round. And are there any waxwing trees? No, no, there aren't. So
No,
there's
you
some
never,
around, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
you
There's
never
no,
know. It might happen.
I'll
there's
tell you
no
what.
confirmed report.
Sorry.
Sorry, there's an unconfirmed report yesterday at South Ockenden,
Okay. Okay.
but of a single bird.
Okay. There's been loads of fieldfare.
Yeah.
Loads of fieldfare. So I don't know if that's an indicator or not. To be fair, but yeah.
Well,
Just
we'll
to-
see. We'll
Shall we
see.
have a mindful moment?
Sorry, Matt, just quickly, just to pick up, Graham Mees asked a question about online talks.
Yep.
Graham went to a talk the other day where he felt it was very good and wants to pass on the details. So if anyone's got any ideas of speakers, just email me on ebwsmeetings@gmail.com and I'll pick it up from there. So thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you. Right. So hopefully we're going to have a mindful moment now. Every month I say I want to give John more notice, and every month I completely forget. And for this month, I texted John at about 10:30 last night to say, "Oh, by the way, we've got a show tomorrow night. If you've got a video, that'd be great. But if you haven't got time, don't worry." And he's come back with something. I haven't looked at it yet, but shall we have a look?
Absolutely. We love John's mindful moment.
We do. So one of these days he's going to trick me, and it'll be a cartoon or something. Right, hang on. Here we go. Oh, this is looking promising already. Can you see a sunrise?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do cameras off. Paul, we're going to say, actually, no, we're not. We're going to come back afterwards, aren't we? And then we'll go into the break. We'll say goodbye before the break. Right, cameras off for a second, guys.
See you in a minute.
That's brilliant.
Do you know
Absolutely.
what? Considering he only had very few hours to do that,
I was
that is.
just thinking that at the end, if I thought if I gave him 2 days' notice, can you imagine what he could come up with?
Do you know what? I mean, do you know what? I just love. I mean, big thanks to John Ward for every month throughout the year, without fail, he puts these things together, and they're
Yeah,
phenomenal. Absolutely bloomin' phenomenal.
Yeah,
and
fantastic film.
yeah, they really are. And he said on his email that's kind of just some of the highlights of 2025 for him, his own personal things that obviously stuck in his mind. Yeah, there was some really lovely shots there.
It starts. One
I know,
came in and
I
like
know.
flicked its tail, and then it went, and then
The female,
another one came in.
I know the female came in with some food in her mouth.
Oh,
It's
brilliant,
unbelievable,
brilliant.
superb, and a singing meadow pipit. You know, you don't often hear that, do you? So
No,
yeah,
no,
really, really
oh
good.
no, fantastic.
Loved it. Loved
Thank
it.
you,
Thank you,
John.
John.
Yeah, really,
And
really.
thanks to you, Paul.
Yeah, thank
Thanks
Paul.
for all the work you've done since you've taken over from Jerry and you're steering the society onwards, and getting involved in so much and guiding us all through. And you're doing a great job. So thank you so much. And Merry Christmas. And obviously,
Merry
going to
Christmas.
anyway. But yeah,
Yeah, thanks very much for saying so. But actually, the committee all works exceedingly hard. I think a big thank you to everybody on the committee.
Yeah.
Everybody plays their role really, really well. We've all got very different roles and tasks to do, but everyone gets stuck in, and it's brilliant. And when someone's got an idea, we all come around and we have a good grown-up discussion around it. So that's fantastic. So thanks very much again, guys. Great show yet again. So thanks very much for all of these throughout the year. They've been brilliant. Happy New Year to you. Happy Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
I'll see you on Sunday down at Coalhouse Fort. Hopefully, we'll see a few of the others that have been watching here tonight as well.
Fingers crossed.
Happy Christmas to everybody, and look forward to meeting some more of you in the coming months and into 2026. And happy birding.
Yeah, definitely. Well said.
Happy Christmas, Paul.
Yep. See you on Sunday.
Yep.
Right. That was the good part, Steve. Now, unfortunately, I've got something that's going to happen that you're not going to be very happy with. Hang on.
Oh man.
This is your fault.
Go on then.
So I said to you beforehand, what break do you want? And you said, what did you say?
Lapwings.
You said lapwings.
Because it's Christmas, and that's fine.
Well, this is at 23 minutes past 7, and we had to go live with the intro thing at 28 minutes past 7. So while you were talking, in the 5 minutes, I did something.
Man, this bothers me.
Okay,
go for it.
This is the truth. This is literally. I haven't even played it. It might not even work. But
okay, well, do you know what? What can go wrong?
This could be enhanced Christmas lapwings. All right.
Okay, let's go for it, mate. Go for it.
In 3 minutes, and we'll have the results of the photo competition. Okay.
See you in a minute, everyone. Oh my God, my eyes are watering. Yeah, it sort of didn't quite work, but it's nice. Christmassy. You know what? I think I preferred the lapwing noise.
Yeah, there might have been a few too many sleigh bells in there, to be fair. I mean, if I thought about it a few days ago, I could have timed it so the sleigh bell was after each lapwing call. But as it was, I was literally going copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and then got to download it as well. So yeah, there you go.
Oh my word! Oh well, no expense spared with that, was there?
Absolutely, no expense spared at all. Right. So we're going to do the photo competition, and we're going to do the results. I think.
Before you there, a couple of comments in the chat. Both John Peacock, Richard Chu, and Annette both said fantastic video by John.
Definitely,
it's really, really good. April's watching this evening, so good evening, April.
Excellent. Good evening. Hi.
She said just for Ava Jenkins and she was taking samples for the Darwin Tree of Life project.
Excellent.
The aim is to sequence the entire genomes of every species of wildlife in Britain and Ireland.
It's a crazy project. It's mad.
Crazy project, but well worthwhile.
100%. Yeah. Creating like an encyclopedia of the DNA of everything in the country. That's mad.
Really crazy. And then John Peacock said the field to the left of Bramble Island for the last couple of days has had hundreds of feeding lapwings.
Oh, that's good.
Which is really good. So I wonder if there's a bit of an influx Maybe it's turned a bit colder on the continent, although it's really mild here at the moment, isn't it? So,
Well, talking about John Peacock, he sent us an email while we've been talking as well. So I'm just going to
oh,
quickly share.
good.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yep. So I think he said on the email, I won't reveal it because it will show his email address and everything, but GDPR and all that. But he said, what makes a Nordic jackdaw a Nordic jackdaw, and is this a Nordic jackdaw? So Nordic
Very good to
jackdaw is,
me.
yeah, I mean, it's basically just like a subspecies of the normal jackdaw that we get in the UK. And the characteristics you're looking for are basically exactly what you've got in this picture, John. So you've got this very, very prominent white collar.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think the overall plumage on the head and the mantle, this part here, is grayer
Yeah.
on Nordic than it is on the standard UK jackdaw, and that's showing all the characteristics. So I think that's spot on. Yes.
Do you know where that was, Matt?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I missed an opportunity there. I should have said, no, John, it's a pigeon.
Nordic pigeon.
Nordic pigeon. Oh dear, brilliant. Anyway, yeah, thanks for that, John. Brilliant.
Right.
Right.
Norwegian blue.
Should we do some photo competition results?
Let's go for it, yeah, because
Let's
I'm
go
sure
for it.
everyone's waiting with bated breath.
So, just a reminder, we had the corn bunting, we had the kestrel with the little vole, we had the little egret, and we had the purple sandpiper and sanderlings. Let's have a look and see what the results are. So I will make the results public. So if anyone wants to go and have a look at how the voting went, you should be able to log back into the same link as you voted on and see the final results. But in fourth place,
Ooh,
oh, hang on a minute. You know what I've done?
I have no idea what you've done.
Nor do I. Hang on a minute. Let's start again. Where are they? I did download them. I'm sure I did. Hold on, because I need the one with the names on. I don't know if I've done it properly. Oh my goodness. Can we come back to it shortly? Shall we do something else? Do you want to go
Something
through,
else.
yeah, do you want to go through your highlight pictures of 2025? Do you want to start doing that? Because that was the next thing anyway.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'll see if I
Obviously,
can
yeah.
find the pictures with the names on.
Yeah.
All right.
So what we've done, we've normally every month we just choose our highlights of the month. But because it's the end of year show, we're doing our highlights of 2025. So we've got a few more pictures than normal each. I think we've got around 40 each, maybe. But
Yep.
you know, the night is but young. Oh, and then John Peacock just said it was in Little Oakley outside his kitchen window.
Lovely. Thank you. Thanks, John.
So cool. Right. So let me share the screen. So I'm going to take you through my highlights of the year. I'll go through them quite quickly, even though there's 40 odd pictures. So hopefully you can see that.
Hold on. I'm panicking in the background because I've got the wrong things.
As long as you
Yes,
can
I
see it,
can. I can see something. It's right behind my camera.
that's fine. Doesn't matter. It's
Oh,
only a little
okay.
picture.
Yeah, go on. Yep.
I'm running from January to December or November. So Booted Eagle in Cornwall was one of my favourites from January. Lucky
Very
enough to
nice.
see this while I was leading a tour down there. So yeah, Booted Eagle. Let me just try and get the computer to work. This little boy or girl, Glossy Ibis. Matt, John, Ward, and Matt Nowers and myself, we headed away for a couple of days away and went down to Slimbridge, and we had absolutely amazing views of this Glossy Ibis. And I'd actually forgotten about this. And it was absolutely brilliant. And it was just like showing at point blank views. I don't know where Matt probably have some pictures of this as well, maybe. But
Maybe.
yeah, maybe. Obviously, it was a good highlight. I mean, it was really cool.
Oh, it was amazing.
You just
Absolutely
never
amazing.
get views like this. So yeah, Glossy Ibis. Headed up to Snettisham. I think this is February. Always amazing going to Snettisham to see all the waders. Lots of knot, so a bit topical. So a lot knots from Snettisham. And then this is from our field trip to Titchwell back in, again, this is February. And we're in the Hyde, and I think probably my most closest views of marsh harrier. This bird was just so close to the Hyde, and it was a little bit breezy, and it was just so intent on feeding that it just ignored everyone in the Hyde, and it was just so close, and it was just a standout moment of February for me. Really nice. Not so close. back in February, I was leading a walk round, or it might even be March actually. No, February, around Tolsbury Wick, and I found this Dartford warbler, which is not particularly that rare, but it was quite a nice find. Always good to see Dartford warblers away from sort of the coastal areas of Suffolk and Norfolk. So that was
Definitely.
good. Water pipit this is from Minsmere, I think, back in March. Again, just really nice view of water pipit. I mean,
And
sometimes you see them.
that's a lovely shot. And, you don't normally see them out in the open like that. They're skulking around, and yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Which is why I've chosen this one, because it was just such a nice view. And again, really nice bird to see. And again, as Matt said, they're normally skulking around. They're feeding in grass or wet areas. But this one was just perched up nicely and it was cooling. And yeah, that was good. Again, marsh area again. No, again, not particularly unusual for us in our part of the world. This is from the Isle of Sheppey down in March. Down in the Isle of Sheppey in March. So yeah, great views of marsh area. Always a good place to see them.
Mhm.
And then this is from our Breck strip back in the spring. We had quite good views of goshawk.
Lovely.
Nice
Very
goshawk
nice.
that we saw.
Yeah.
This one was just circling the woodlands. And then not always birds, but down in March. You keep saying down in March. What's the matter with me? Down in Kent in March. Large tortoiseshell butterfly.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So yeah, managed to, thanks to Jen Lewis for actually tipped me off about where he'd seen them a few days earlier, because they're not easy to see.
Mm.
And this was a new UK butterfly for me, so really, really pleased to see that. Then I headed south to Extremadura in Spain, where lesser kestrels are very much, I won't say guaranteed, but they're a good chance of seeing them. This lovely male, got some nice shots of this. That was again a memorable moment.
Beautiful bird.
And then back up to Suffolk, visit to Minsmere in the spring. Can't go there. Bittens are amazing. I know Nick had one at Wat Tyler earlier this month. But yeah, Bittens was showing amazingly, and this one was just sort of flapping and chasing around in front of the hide. So that was again a memorable moment. And then headed up to Sweden in April to see 20,000 cranes all displaying and gathered there. So that was not a common bird, but not a rare bird, but just great views.
I remember the video you posted on that. The noise was
Absolutely,
phenomenal.
the bugling and the sound is just amazing. And also, while we're in Sweden, we went to a little hide and some feeders, and we just had the most stunning views of hawfinch, as in these photographs. And these are only 20 feet away from the hide.
That's a lovely picture. Love that.
Yeah, and those wing sort of markings and the wing shape, just phenomenal.
Wow.
So that's really good. Then it's not always about the birds. We talked about the Big County Birdwatch. So this is a few shots from April. Big County Birdwatch. This is down at Gunners Park. People watching, looking up, looking across the Triple SI. Really nice, and we had such a great turnout. So really nice. This is from Abberton. So to show how good a turnout we get on our walks. So this is from the mound at Abberton. I think we were watching a wheatear here.
We were, yes, good memory.
Yeah, I mean, it seems ages ago, but when I was looking back through the photographs, it just brings back such good memories.
It's like yesterday, isn't it? When you look at them.
It is, and it was like spring weather. It was just beautiful, So there's a group there, and then this is just a shot from Fingringhoe on the Sunday, down at the Intertidal. Again, great turnout. And then it's a shot from Mersey Island. I think we were all watching a redstart here.
Yes, or trying to. He was a bit
elusive. Good old Steve Entwistle would put us on to earlier in the day. And luckily he stayed enough so we could all see it, which was great. So thanks, Steve, for that. And then back to birds, up to Scotland in April. Great views of osprey, as you would expect in Scotland, which is lovely. Again really nice. Nice moment.
That's a cracking shot. I love that.
That's really nice. Just nice. Yeah, just a great shot coming into land. And then I headed off to Holland. Bluethroat was a little male bluethroat. April, May is a good time to see bluethroats in Holland. Saw several, so it kept the customers very happy. And then back to Essex.
Ah,
I think this was probably early May. There was red-footed falcon, not the best shot, but young female. I think that was found by Morris Knott, who was watching tonight.
mm.
That was a good bird. So nice to catch up with one of those locally. And then again, we spoke about nightingales earlier. I led a dawn chorus walk for the Wildlife Trust at Fingringhoe, which I do every year, and I'm doing it again next year. And we had just phenomenal views of nightingale. In fact, so much so that everyone managed to digiscope it. Which again, not easy.
But that's the thing. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you will get a male that's just singing his heart off and advertising himself, and
Absolutely.
they're beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I mean, some can be complete pigs to see, and you just cannot see them. But this particular bird was very, very showy.
Well done.
Down to France, I
Oh.
do get about a bit. Nice little male, little bustard, just right next to our hotel.
Nice.
Just picked. I mean, these are just. I mean, again, they're not necessarily uncommon or they're rare, but they're just memorable moments for me.
Yep.
So little bustard, and then I headed off to Estonia for a couple of weeks, doing 2 trips, and again we saw loads of owls and bears, but this male redstart singing in a little local park early one morning just was amazing.
That's the thing. Sometimes it's those moments, isn't it? You just remember moments. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember just walking out of the hotel and thinking, I can hear a redstart singing, and I just wandered across to where I thought it was, and I thought, right, if I was a redstart, I'd be somewhere about there, and there it was, in the sunshine, just beautiful,
Gorgeous.
And this is from the next trip, so a week later, and again, this male common rosefinch was just, I think it was Simon Wood, Society president, and I were just wandering along, and we had fabulous views of this bird. Absolutely stunning.
I wonder if it followed you back to Essex, as Paul was saying earlier on.
Who knows? Who knows? It could be lingering in West Essex somewhere.
Yeah.
Again, no visit. Bempton Cliffs in the spring, you can't beat it. And again, it's not rare, but just a lovely gannet on the cliffs. Just with that lovely blue sky behind. Yeah, just you can't beat a seabird colony.
Definitely not.
We're getting through.
I like the daisies you got there as well. Oh, that's a nice picture. I like that.
And again, this is just orchids. This is in the Spanish Pyrenees, in a lovely little valley. No one around. I mean, literally no one around apart from us. And it was just full of orchids. Thousands and thousands of orchids, butterflies. There were citral finches and short-toed eagles and lammergeier and all the other stuff. But that's just one of my sort of favourite photos.
This is going to sound really dumb, right? But isn't nature amazing? Just look at that picture.
Yeah.
That's a million times better than anything man could ever dream of.
It's just the
just
natural.
Stunning.
Yeah. The natural world is a stunning thing.
And bear in mind, a picture never captures it properly. I reckon when you were that looks stunning. So when you were actually there, it must have been breathtaking.
I mean, if I had a wide-angle lens and I'd probably laid down a bit, and you could do a lot more with that. But the light was
the ambience, the colour. It never quite catches it, does it?
No, absolutely.
That's an amazing picture. So in real life, it must have been.
It was.
Stupendous.
It was absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. That. And then this isn't from our nightjar walk, but I always do a series of nightjar walks every summer for swallow birding, and this year we had great views. Every trip I did, we saw nightjars. It's a very high ISO shot because it was getting dark, but they're just brilliant birds. And to be fair, the views we had with the society were as equal to this. So
yeah, they were.
Really, really good. This is down to the New Forest in July. We spoke about lesser spotted woodpeckers, the next online talk, and we found one. So the New Forest is a bit of a stronghold for lesser spots, and this was just a bird. Didn't expect to see it. We were just wandering along. Bird flicked out in front of us. Lesser spotted woodpecker, and again, these are not easy to see now. So
definitely not.
This was a standout moment. You probably remember this one, the black stork in Suffolk. That was incredibly showy, and I went early one.
That's an amazing shot. That's really good.
I went early one morning. I was there at first light. It was like 4:30 in the morning. I wandered down to where I thought it was, couldn't find it. It's because I was looking too far away. The blooming thing was 10 feet in front of me. Obviously, I can spot little birds, but not a massive great stork. And I spent 2 hours just watching it on my own, just watching it feed,
Brilliant.
and it was just phenomenal. So another moment, back to Essex, good old pie flycatcher at the Naze.
Gorgeous.
This bird just flicked onto a branch. I think Emma Robinson found this one actually, which was good. So well done, Emma.
Okay.
So that, and then October, Owls of Scilly, which I think I showed on previous shows, but just great views of Hoopoe.
That's amazing.
And again, just seeing Hoopoe at close range is great. But obviously the rarest bird was this mourning dove, which was lovely. And then headed up to Northumberland in October. Had about 6 jacksnipe on Teesside, just showing the camouflage. Just love this shot for just.
I love that. Just that massive eye just staring at you.
Yeah, and it's like trying to hide amongst all those yellow reeds and bits of stick and
it's
vegetation.
Doing a good job, to be fair. It's doing a good job.
Yeah, doing good. So that was good. And then brown shrike. I hadn't seen a brown shrike in Britain for many, many years. So nice to catch up with one of those again. I know a lot of people went and saw this because it was a good bird, and Suffolk had such a good run of shrikes, and no doubt might feature again in a while. So that, and then a couple of weeks ago, I was lucky enough to spend 2 weeks in Panama, leading a tour out there. Saw some amazing birds, over 350 species in a fortnight, mammals, all sorts of stuff. But this was one of my highlights. This is blue cotinga. Just brilliant bird. It's just sort of blue, black, and slightly purple.
That looks like it's just been photoshopped, doesn't it? It's the colours on that are amazing. It's
like a child's just come along and just coloured a bit of blue, and they've run out of blue and they've put a bit of black in. Yeah. So yeah, just cool, blue cotinga. But obviously one of my highlights there, which you probably can probably show what it is one of these. This is sunbitten.
Oh, very nice.
This was a bird that I always wanted to see, and we saw this actually on our last morning. So that was great, really nice.
You couldn't ask for a better view than that, could you? That's amazing.
Oh, no. We received a phone call from a guy working at a place just up, literally 5 minutes up the road from where we were staying. So we rushed up there, and there on this fast-flowing river was this sunbitten, and it was just wandering around.
Goodness.
And phenomenal. But the real highlight was this one. This was my highlight of the trip.
Okay.
It's not what you thought it was going to be.
It's not what I thought it was going to be.
No, it's not what you thought it was going to be. This is white-tipped sicklebill. So a hummingbird. Yeah, it's a hummingbird that's designed specially to feed in like heliconia flowers, and the shape of the flowers are such that only this can feed in them, because its evolution has made its bill go that way. Brilliant.
That's just unbelievable. I mean, something to evolve like that specifically for that one flower.
Yep. I mean, some hummingbirds are straight, some are slightly curved, but this is, isn't that brilliant? Night monkey. Just thought I'd put a mammal in from Panama.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking to me then.
Oh, not night monkey. Night monkey. But obviously, harpy eagle.
Lovely.
So absolutely, this was took quite a bit of an adventure to see this. So anytime I see anyone next time, ask me what we did. But yeah, this lovely. This is a female harpy eagle. But look, that is just. It's a bird we all wanted to see, and we had absolutely brilliant views of harpy eagle.
Stunning bird.
And here's a shot of the male in flight. This was taken by Dave Preston, one of our customers. He managed to. I wasn't quick enough, but he had his camera ready, and he just got this male taking off.
Absolutely incredible.
And then, as it's Christmas, and I like to give everyone a laugh.
Hey!
Give me on the horse.
Why are you on a horse?
So to see said harpy eagle, we had to ride horses.
Wow.
And I'd never been on a horse before in my life. I'm still walking a bit funny.
To be fair, I don't know who looks more shocked, you or the horse. Honestly, I'm not sure.
The horse is probably shocked. But In fact, Matt, the horse has gone into retirement after carrying me.
Has it really?
Yeah, no, not really. No, no.
Oh, okay, all right.
So yeah, that's me done
That's
very
in,
quickly, very quickly.
that's
But
incredible. That is incredible. Well done. It's just good to look back at some of the highlights of the year, isn't it? And just do it that way. Do it via photographs. So
you
yeah.
see, like you say, I went back through hundreds of photographs this morning, and it was
Mm,
like, oh, I remember that. That was brilliant,
mm,
and they
mm.
just bring back such great memories. So yeah,
Well, I will rattle through mine in a minute because I'm very conscious that the time is ticking. We've got about 25 minutes left. So, first of all, shall we do those results of the photo competition? I'm so
yes,
sorry with
yeah.
everyone, but
Did I give you enough time to sort it out?
I've got them. Yes, you did. Thank you very much indeed. So, in fourth place is this, quite frankly, lovely shot of a corn bunting by James Hudson.
Beautiful.
Um, and I like it because obviously it's on corn, but also because the lighting's good, the composition's lovely, but it just shows that I mean you can't get more of a little brown jobby than a corn bunting, really, can you? It's a brown bird, but it's not. When you look at it closely, they're beautiful. They're really subtly marked, and
Yeah.
the facial plumage, the shape of the bill, very distinctive. Everything about the bird you can see so clearly here. It's just a lovely photo, and beautifully.
The way it's on the reeds as well, it's just
Mm,
lovely. It's just all sort of very subtle shot.
yeah,
Love that.
really
Well done,
like that. I'd put
James.
that on my wall, definitely. It's a lovely shot. So thanks for that one, James, and congratulations on getting to the final. Well done to everyone again who took part, and thank you. It was a good competition again, very difficult for everyone to choose their favourites. But fourth place to James, third place. What do you think?
I don't know. It's gonna be tight. Kestrel.
Oh, well
Yeah.
done. Yep. So third place, we've got this lovely shot of a common kestrel carrying is that a bankroll or something? I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah. Look at it. It has no idea what's going on with it.
I know, poor little thing. I mean,
I
it
bet the
kind of
thing
looks like,
thinks, "Oh, I'm going for a ride
yeah,
somewhere."
like I said earlier, it kind of makes the picture because the shot itself is so sharp of the kestrel.
Yeah.
Kestrel's obviously looking straight at the camera, and then the vole's little face, it just looks like a sweet little friend he's carrying along for, well, I was going to say
Great.
taking him for lunch, and he is taking him for lunch, isn't he? But
I know. Yeah, it's
just not in the
actually
way you
a
think.
beautiful depth of field for that.
Oh, yeah, cracking,
That
cracking
is
shot.
really very well composed. That is.
Yeah, that's not an easy picture to take. So that's a really good capture there by David. So well done, David. So that leaves us with the little egret and the purple
Yeah.
sandpiper
Yeah.
and sanderling.
Yeah. Do you know what? Don't know. Don't know. It's
Very
going to be tight.
close.
Tight, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But in second place, we've got the
Oh,
little
nice.
egret by Steve Cox. And this is all again about light and just the moment, isn't it? So the lighting is
Absolutely.
superb.
I mean,
The
yeah.
bird for it to be fluffed up like that is just amazing. Look at those feathers,
Yeah,
incredible.
those plumes are just so
Mm,
good.
really nice, really really
Yeah,
nice.
beautiful. Well done, Steve.
Yeah, that was a standout one when it came through. I thought that's going to do well. It's a lovely
Yeah.
shot, which means that our winner and
Way.
congratulations go to Purple Sandpiper and Sanderling by Glenn Moore.
Fantastic. And what a shot.
That is when it first came off. I looked at it. I thought that's incredible because there's so many things to like here. The composition's good in terms of the bits around the bird that just works, the seaweed and the stuff on the shore.
Yep.
The low level, he's got down very, very low to take that
Yep.
off. He's got lovely.
Yep.
But the standout thing is obviously you've got two completely different species. You could not pose them better than that, could you?
No, you couldn't. I mean, you could try that 1,000 years and never get that.
Yep. That is an absolutely brilliant shot. I love that. So, worthy winner. Well done and congratulations to Glenn. Thanks
Yeah.
again to everyone who took part. We're going to play out just in a short while, very short while, I hope, with a short video of all of the entries. So if you stick around, you better watch that later on. So yeah, well done, Glenn. And Glenn's prize will be on his way to him at some point. He'll get a frame print of that picture and a certificate as well. So much deserved.
Oh, John Peacock's giving me riding lessons. How
Oh, really?
to save your bits and bobs. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thanks, John. Much appreciated. And well done to Glenn as well. That was just,
Yeah.
yeah. And like Matt said, everyone who took part, absolutely superb.
Oh, definitely.
selection
Right. I'm
photos.
gonna run through my highlights of 2025, much as Steve did, if I can find them, if I've done them properly. Did you do your bird of the year as well?
No, but
Have you got one?
I've got a rough idea what I'm going to choose.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go through mine really quickly because I do realise that things are ticking. Here we go. So my first one, these again, one similar to Steve. I just went through my photos for the year, and anything that made me just think, yes, I remember that. That was fantastic. So first shot, similar to Steve, the Slimbridge glossy ibis, but it really was a high point. The day out was superb with Steve, Mark, and John, and this bird was just very confiding. So yeah, really enjoyed seeing that. In February, I managed to finally get a picture of great crested greaves with the weed rushing towards each other and smashing into each other. And I was pleased with this because I tried taking it and, I pulled up and they'd done it and stopped. I got out of the car, grabbed the camera and thought they're going to do it again. I waited 25 minutes. They did it again. And as I started taking pictures, my battery ran out. So I fired off 3 pictures and this was one of them. So I got very lucky with that. So yeah.
That's really nice. Love that.
Then just highlights Goshawk. I made my annual trip up to Cockley Cly, and at one point I think I had 6 goshawk up in the air together, which I've never had before. So
Greedy, that is greedy.
That was superb. That was such a good thing to see. Definitely. I couldn't not put this in. This is what we were talking about earlier on with the South Essex ringing group, the Wat Tyler ringing demonstration back in April, and that's the male bearded reedling that we talked about. Yeah.
That Fu Manchu moustache.
Just superb. I love those. But the eyes and just everything about them, they're really smart birds.
Oh, love it. Love it.
But this is a real standout moment of the year for me. So after work on a Saturday, I think it was, I decided just to drive after work from Ipswich to Cambridge, as you do. Went to Grafton Water. And I was the only person there because I got there a little bit late in the day. And this little fella was just feeding. And I'm not kidding, it was probably 10 feet away from me.
Oh, that is amazing. That's beautiful. Again, getting low makes a world of difference.
Yeah. And, to get one in the plumage like that as well. I've seen them before, but not quite like that. So stunning bird, spotted sandpiper. Really enjoyed that. And then, of course, Carlton Marshes. We had all those red-footed falcon influx into the country, didn't we? And
we did. Yeah.
Tina and I went up to Carlton Marshes, and I think there were 7 birds there when we were there.
A lot,
5 or 7. Yeah, there was quite a good number. Nice adult male and a female, and there were some young birds there as well. And it was just lovely. In fact, I think that is a young bird, actually. It's a young female.
Yeah.
And then back local, my little patch around the corner of the reservoir. I just love this picture. And the feather thing, I think it helps with their digestion. So it's a thing that they do kind of feed them feathers to help digest their food. So it's just a little look on his face. He's like, "What have you just given me?" That's not a
what's
fish.
going on here? I wanted a fish.
Yeah. And then I put this osprey in from Abberton purely because I was with John, and we were kind of stood by the screen at Billets and picked up a really distant speck, and just something about the speck said osprey, and it got closer and closer, and lo and behold, it turned into an osprey. So to see one flying in from that distance and be able to watch it all the way through was just really good fun. Really enjoyed that. Memorable. And then we turned round, same day, literally turned round, and there were hundreds of swallows just going low over the meadow behind us. So that whole sort of 5-10 minute period, an osprey fly over from miles away, turned round, watching swallows just feeding really low right in front of us, which was just good fun.
Yeah, beautiful. That's gorgeous.
Field trips. We had the field trip up to Minsmere, didn't we?
Oh, we did. Yeah. The nightjar evening. Yeah.
Yeah, the nightjar evening. Well, before that, we had the cranes. There were 3 common cranes in a field in the distance, and all of a sudden they kind of took off and flew virtually over our heads, didn't they? So that was good.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
And I think it was the same day, wasn't it?
I was going to put that in, and I thought, do you know what? I won't. I'll put something else.
I love this. And the reason this is stuck in my mind is not only because it's a cracking bird and it's got great views, but it was getting everyone on it. It was just good fun.
It was brilliant. Yeah, you're right. It was.
Yeah, really good fun doing that.
Some people couldn't see the wood for the trees.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just cracking.
No, really good. In spotted flycatchers, I had lovely spotted flycatchers up in Dedham near Colchester. Excuse me. And it was lovely to see them, and they bred there this year as well. But I couldn't not show this again. It's just these stupid standout moments. I was birding on the Lower Breton Causeway at Abberton, and there was a pink shark there. And it turns out, for those of you who watch this, you already know, there was a young lady doing a TikTok video of all things. Got no idea what she was doing, but it just made me laugh. It was just funny.
You haven't seen the video?
No, I didn't. I never looked for it, to be fair.
Okay.
Um, but this picture for me, this is one of my favourite pictures I've taken this year. It's just this little tiny cygnet, and like showing that. Well, I presume that's Daddy. Quite a thick neck. Um, I don't know, but just showing that he's going to be able to fly. So it's just a cute picture, I think. Nice group of spotted redshank up at Minsmere. Went up for a day and they got photobombed by this black-headed gull in the corner. But it was nice to see so many of them in such good plumage. I don't think I'd seen that before, not in the plumage like that.
Beautiful.
And this one I put in because Tina and I actually went for a walk along the river at Mistley, and I was doing a bit of birding, obviously, and we were literally being chased by this storm. So when we set out, the weather was as it is on the right-hand side there, beautiful, quite bright and blue skies and so on. And then the storm just closed in behind us, and I then had to walk back through it because I'd left the car miles away. That was quite good fun.
Did you get wet?
I got very wet, yeah.
Okay.
I left Tina stood under a tree, believe it or not, which,
Oh, okay. That's all
yeah,
right. Well done.
she was relatively safe, yeah,
That was the gentlemanly thing to do. Well done.
absolutely. And this is the blurriest picture I've ever taken, but it's my first ever Lesser Emperor dragonfly, and it flew in front of the car at Ardley while I was on the phone to Paul Everett. And I remember I cut the phone call short. I said, "Gotta go." Lesser Emperor dragonfly, and that's the only shot I could get of it because I couldn't get a photo. But yeah,
well,
good fun.
you can see what it is.
You can see what it is. Yeah, it's just about.
Oh,
And then there was this collared dove in the garden. This was back in July, and it was just teeming with rain. It was really, really rainy. Just sat there in the tree at the end of my garden, pointing up at the sky with his eyes shut, just thinking, "I wish this rain would go."
oh, poor old thing.
Remember this close wood sandpiper at Lair de la Haye at Abberton?
I do remember that. That was
Yeah,
very
really,
cool.
really close young wood sandpiper. Very nice to see. Hadn't seen one quite so close. Very confiding. And then I managed to find a pair of grey partridge, which I was really pleased with. One of the
Nice.
farmland bird counts. I hadn't seen them for a couple of years, so that was nice. Obviously, the black stork, as you saw earlier on, that was a lifer for me. That was good
Yeah,
fun.
lovely, lovely bird that is.
And then we got the lovely close views of black terns at Abberton Reservoir. Adult bird there. And then a couple of younger birds. Really, really smart. And then my first UK hoopoe up in Langard or near Langard in Suffolk. That was good fun to see.
Wow. Beautiful.
And this is the
Yeah.
Sparrowhawk back again. So that was the Gunners Park ringing demo back in September. And it was a real highlight for me, not only to see it, but because they kindly let me release it, as many of you might remember. And that was a real special moment, definitely.
That was brilliant.
Mm. And then coming up a little bit more easily, back in October, red-tailed shrike up at Dunwich. Get another lifer for me. Super bird, this one. Really lovely to see an adult.
Suffolk's done so well for shrikes this year, isn't it?
Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. But for me, this is one of the highlight moments of the year was when we were up at Sheringham.
Yeah.
Just watching these redwings and fieldfares coming in off the sea. It was just really special to see these birds arriving after their long journey. And
It was an amazing morning. The light was good, and they
oh,
were just like streaming in, weren't they? And you've done
yeah.
amazing to capture that in flight.
No, it was a superb, superb morning. And then on the same day, we had the lovely close views of Firecrest. And I'd never noticed Firecrest had got yellow feet. I'd never noticed that before.
Bright yellow feet, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And of
gorgeous.
course, a bit more up to date. We've got the Hollesley brown shrike, as you showed earlier on. Went to see that. On the same day, there were lovely views of Crossbill, which was nice because I pulled up.
Yeah.
Dan was in front of me. He didn't even notice me, but I got out of the car, said hello, and he just said Crossbills. That's all he said. And
Oh,
pointed.
nice.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Oh, I love crossbills.
And then in Haybridge, I had a glossy ibis fly over and land behind me, which was quite a memorable moment. I was on the phone at the time. Again, I cut the phone call short.
Love it.
And then I've got lots of field fairs back at Ardley, which is nice. I don't think I've had such good numbers of field fair before Ardley.
No,
So
that's lovely.
this is obviously very recent, just a couple of weeks ago. And I went up to North Warren, as I mentioned earlier, with Jan, and got some nice views of white-fronted geese. That was just
Lovely.
a really good day out with Jan up in the Old Brit area. Visited 2 or 3 sites. And then I did the cruise. I did the swallow birding cruise on the Blackwater. Helped to lead that with Yvonne, and got views of black-throated diver, which was quite good fun. So that's quite memorable.
Nice diagnostic shot there. Really good.
Yeah, well, it was quite distant. That's a heavy crop, but just trying to get, I think only 3 or 4 people got on it because it was just as the boat was turning, I spotted it. But 3 or 4 people did see it. So yeah, that was good.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I think it's my final picture or final pictures. This is very recent, a couple of days ago. There's a juvenile hooper swan on Central Park Lake in Chelmsford. Some people probably have seen it, and I went to see that, and it's very, very vocal. So yeah,
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, amazing place for one to turn up.
I know, mad. Yeah. Right, that's that. Okay, so what's next? Anything in the chat?
Oh, let me have a look. Let's have a look. No, just a few people. John Peter, Paul Everett, congratulating Glenn. April says hi. Yeah, I think that's it. I think.
Cool. Right, we're going to do viewers' pictures. So people have sent stuff in, which is very kind. Thank you very much indeed. We'll run through a few of those quickly, and then we're going to basically say goodbye and play out with the video. So we've probably got about 10 minutes left, which is
We'll just quickly say that we haven't done it.
Oh,
We haven't wasn't on our run sheet, but
yep.
1st of January, your subscriptions are due.
Yes. Oh, blimey. Sorry, forgot that. Well done.
No, I've got on my pile of my
Oh,
usual pile of stuff here and ready, and I thought we haven't mentioned that yet, so don't forget, 16 quid. You
yes,
get bird reports and
you do.
stuff and fixture
You get
cards and
things. Yeah, I've got it. I've got it all out as well. I didn't put it on there, did I? Sorry. You get the bird
but
report. You get 2 journals. You get the fixture sheet. That's all part of your subscription. You get to involve yourself in all of the stuff the society does, as we've been saying. And we have got all the merchandise we do as well. We've got caps and umbrellas.
shopping
Um,
bags and
there's
stuff.
shopping
Yeah.
bags. There's notebooks. We've got badges. We've got round badges and we've got square badges.
Yep.
And these things are all available if you come to any of the indoor meetings. All this stuff's there. We've got t-shirts as well, and we've got sweatshirts too, all different colours and sizes and so forth. There's rumours on the street. We might even be getting something else. I'm not saying what yet because it might not happen, but we might be.
Oh, okay.
Watch this
But
space.
yeah, so £16, and if you not yet don't do a standing order, you can rejoin using the website. There's a membership page on the website. So again, 1st of January, this is due. So please help us. Help us out. Please support the society and join if you're not a member.
Yes. Yeah. Standing
Or if
order
you
is
fancy
so.
buying it for someone who's a birder for Christmas present, birthday, what a brilliant idea.
Absolutely. And standing order is so easy. Mine goes out on the 1st of Jan. Don't
Yeah,
have to worry about
yeah,
it. 16 quid, done. And
yeah.
it's just such great value. Those publications, when they come through, the next birding journal is due, I think, by the end of January. We're working on it at the moment. And the next report will be out, I think, in the springtime. And that'll be the 2024 report. So we're really cracking on with this, and they're great reads. They really are. Right, viewers' pictures. So first of all, we've got from David Simmons. Here we go. Right. So David sent in a shot of the juvenile hooper swan on
Wow,
the lake at Chelmsford. Thank you very much for that, David. And you can see how close it is.
absolutely.
Right,
Crazy, isn't it?
really is. Yeah, mad. This is a little sequence. So Graham Mee was at Wakering Stairs, and he was actually taking pictures of some of the waders and geese and bits and pieces that were on the water. And it wasn't until he got home that he noticed down here. You see this?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
That
And
raptor.
yeah, it's raptor. It's peregrine, I think.
Oh, wow. Chasing her. Oh,
Chasing
wow, wow.
probably a dunlin or something. Maybe a
Oh,
LRP, a
amazing.
ring cover. Not sure.
What a
Um,
brilliant photograph.
no, yeah. It's like a little sequence. I'm assuming it gave up because that's the sequence that he sent them through in. That's the first shot. And he didn't notice this until he got home and processed, obviously, because it would have happened in the blink of an eye. That's shot one. That's shot two. And it's hot on its tail. And then shot
Wow.
three, you've got the bird up, the peregrine up here, and the
Uh,
wader just down there. So I'm assuming it escaped.
oh,
Oh,
wow. Brilliant.
brilliant. Also
Well
from
done,
Graham,
Graham.
Wakering Stairs, a huge flock of oyster catcher flying over his head as well. That's
Oh,
nice to
that's
see.
nice.
Lots of oyster catcher there. Nick Layer sent in some pictures from Thurrock Thameside. He says the Harris hide is well worth a visit if you're down there. It's a new hide.
Okay.
Lovely close views of a female kingfisher. Gorgeous.
You never know. We might walk that way on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? It's only up the road, isn't it? What's this?
Yep.
Dunnock? Yeah, Dunnock. Sorry,
Yep.
it's right behind my
Nice.
camera. That's a lovely Dunnock. Light's good on these shots, isn't it?
Oh,
Gorgeous.
beautiful. Yeah, really nice. Oh, yeah.
And a Eurasian wren. Very nice. And oh, the little robin from the video at the start.
Oh, yeah, that's
Very
nice.
Christmassy.
So the light's beautiful.
Stunning. And a nice stone chat as well. So yeah, really nice. Thanks for those shots, Nick. So hopefully we might go up there on Sunday if anyone's going to come along.
Mhm.
And then Richard Chew. So Richard has sent in some pictures, fallow deer and red deer from Bushy Park in London. That's fallow. That's fallow.
I was going to say, yep, they've had it.
Yeah. And that's not red deer. That's a magpie.
That's magpie.
That
It looks
magpie's done
like,
well
do
to
you know
catch
what?
that deer, you know.
It looks like it's just been cut in half.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
shot at that.
that's
Oh, look at
amazing.
that.
Oh,
Wow.
that's good.
Wow.
Ooh.
They're super animals, aren't they? They really are.
Oh, that
He
is
said he's
really
got his
awesome.
obligatory red fox from his local patch in Langdon. Nice.
Keep up the good work. Oh,
Nice
nice.
that. Yeah. Have you noticed that all foxes look different?
Yep.
All their facial expressions, they all got
Yep.
different markings and different expressions. And then he said various from his recent excellent trip to Northern Ireland, which included very large numbers of light-bellied Brent geese.
Yep. Nice.
He said hooper swans, but this isn't hooper swans. This is what we've got here: curlew, lapwing, black-tailed godwits, red shank.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice. Good. Another light-bellied Brent goose. Good.
That's nice. Oh, it's got a ring on it, that one.
Oh, yeah, the one behind us. Yeah. Ooh,
That reminds me about ringing. Just
and that's that's a widgeon there, isn't it? I think.
yeah, widgeon.
Okay. Oh, another nice shot of possibly the same bird flapping its wings. Gorgeous. And then we've got, what's this? A flock of bar-tailed
Oh,
godwits.
it's nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. That's a nice shot, isn't it? I like that. Oh, and there you go. Some of them obviously landed and had a bit of a feed up.
Yeah, lovely. That is
Nice plumage on
yeah.
those.
Nice, yeah, beautiful bird.
And then we've got the hooper swan with the more yellow than black on the bill going past the nostrils. There you go. Nice. And more hooper swans in flight and in the background as well.
Yeah, lovely. I love hooper swans.
Other hooper swan shot in flight. These are lovely pictures, Richard. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, really, I love those.
And then he said the final one is a wonderful mural of swifts on a flank wall complete with swifts bricks in central Belfast. And he said he's not sure that he's going to get the diocese to agree to similar artwork on the churches of Essex. So maybe. But look, all those swift bricks. Look.
Oh, do you know what? I love the artwork. Superb, that is.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And what Richard's referring to there, we'll hopefully better reveal more about that next year. But we're working on a project. Richard's taking the lead on it. And we're hoping to have some good news next year for swifts. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And finally, Roy Hodgkinson sent in this picture now. We've got three pictures, I think. It might be three. And then I think there's a little video for about a second. You've got to guess what the bird is. So what's the bird, Steve?
I know what it is because I've seen
Oh, no. Do you? Okay, all right, fine.
only because I've seen the title to your picture.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, you know where it is.
Don't ask me
Okay.
what it is. I don't know.
Okay.
Is it something in those bushes, Matt?
Yes, it is, Steve. Shall we
Wow.
have a closer look?
I wonder what can be hiding in those bushes.
I don't know. Can you see it now, Steve?
No, not really. I can see some trees and reeds and bushes. There's a
Well,
funny
let's have a
shape.
closer look, shall we?
There's a funny shape there.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
That's
a
amazing.
long-eared owl.
It's
Fantastic.
so long now. That's gorgeous. And he sent in a very quick clip as well. Here we go. Don't know if this will play. Is that playing? That was
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
that's good.
The
I mean,
colours look
to be-
better on the video. Yeah.
To be fair, had you not put the caption up where it was, I would never have guessed. But
No.
yeah, it's a great place to see long-eared owls. Yeah,
That's
really
amazing.
good.
That's superb. I like that. Yeah.
Well done, Roy.
Lovely, lovely. And I think that's it. I'll just check the emails quickly. While I'm doing that, do you want to remind people what's happening on Sunday? Just in
So
case.
Sunday the 14th. I'm sorry,
Yes.
what day of the week it is? 14th of December, 9 o'clock, East Tilbury, Coalhouse Fort. If you're going to come along, please drop us a line at info.ebws@gmail.com.
Yep.
Just to let us know you're coming. But yeah, looking forward to a really good day out.
Definitely a good day. Should we do sightings very quickly?
We can do very quickly.
Very, very quickly. Rattle through. Go.
Right, go,
Got a
go.
minute.
Wallasey Island, long-tailed duck in early November. There's been a red-breasted goose there, which is probably the bird of the month for South Essex, from the 3rd of November at least to the 26th to the 30th. And then it was there in early December, but then it's gone across to the South Dengie, Hollywell Point. Canvey had a hoopoo in mid-November. Also had grey phalarope at Canvey Point, plus little auk, pond skewer, and redneck grebe. Blue House Farm, a nice glossy ibis, early November. There's been a couple of smew, one at Connaught Water, which is a good place for mandarins. Also one at Bowers Water, which is in the Lee Valley, and that's still there today, as far as I'm aware. Danbury, Hawfinches, there were 3 in Blake's Wood on the 1st of December. And as we mentioned earlier, Nick Lay had a bittern at Wat Tyler Country Park a week or so back. So that is me done. How's that?
Cool.
Good.
Right, I'm going to go quick as well. So, 1st of November at the Naze, there was Palace's Warbler. 2nd of November, also at the Naze, Little Auk and Dartford Warbler. Also on the 2nd at Haybridge, there was Ringneck Duck. On the 3rd at Harwich, there was a Yellow-browed Warbler. 6th of November, Glossy Ibis at Haybridge and a Pom Skewer at Harwich. On the day after, on the 7th, there was Lesser Scorp at Abberton. Then on the 9th of November, there were 2 Pallid Swifts at the Naze. That's a really good spot. That is very good. 13th to the 11th, there was a crane in Malden flying over a roundabout. 16th of the 11th, we had 2 little auks at Holland Haven. And on the 18th, there was Black Brant at Horsey Island with another one at the Naze from the 20th. I think that bird's still around. Also on the 18th, 3 glossy ibis at Tollsbury Wick, and then on the 22nd, there are 2 glossy ibis at Copt Hall. Finally into December, on the 2nd, Shorelark at Hamford Water, and on the 6th, 2 glossy ibis and a redneck grebe on Mersey Island. But I'm sure I don't need to tell Steve Entwistle about that. He's going to have seen them already. Definitely, I would imagine.
Probably has.
Yes. Right. Shall we do the video for the photo competition? So everyone knows about Sunday. I think it just remains really to say goodbye, doesn't it? And we'll play out with the video.
You know, what was your bird of the year?
Oh, yes. Right. Hang on.
And also, I need to ask my ringing question if David's still watching.
Oh, you
But
do?
it'll
Right.
Be very quickly,
What?
and he can tell me the answer in January.
So I've got 2 birds
I haven't got any
year.
pictures. I haven't got any pictures. Mine is already featured on tonight's show.
Well, mine would have featured in my run-up, but I saved them separately. So thanks, Steve. Well done. I remembered. Right. So that's
thought it
my
would be-
first bird of the year.
I thought it would be.
Yeah, well, in terms of a rare one, that's my bird of the year. And that's the Arctic Warbler back in September at Great Ribra. Never seen one before, and it showed really nicely for a few seconds. And for me, it's just a cracking little bird. I really like that bird. Lovely.
Yeah. Good call.
But my actual bird of the year, and you're gonna kick yourself that you didn't think of this.
Go on.
Ready?
I know it's going to be. Yeah. Rook from Slimbridge.
Little Rook. He was amazing. For me, that is the bird that stood out for the whole year. I don't know why. It was up at Slimbridge, wasn't it? When we were up there today with Mark and John. And this rook, we were having our lunch. And anyone that watched the show afterwards knows this story already. But it was literally right next to us, taking food out of our hands, and it was just a really cool bird with attitude. So for me, that's just the most memorable bird of the year. Obviously not the rarest or anything, but it's just the most memorable. It was a very, very cool little bird. So yeah, I like that.
Mine was that wood sandpiper that you showed at Abberton.
Nice.
It was just lovely. It was a lovely young one. It was just like wandering around oblivious.
Mm.
Like I say, sometimes you just don't get views like that. So
it was literally right in front of you, wasn't it? It was so close.
Yeah. So yeah, nothing again, not particularly rare, but just memorable.
It's the things that stick, isn't it? As we said earlier on. Right, your ringing question, go.
Right. So if you see a bird, you read the first few digits of a ring and the last couple of digits, but not the bit in the middle, can you still report it? Basically, I saw a grey wagtail. I've got the first three digits and the last 2 digits. I know it's a grey wagtail.
I think the answer, if David's still watching, I'm sure he'll clarify. But I think the answer is you can, but you can't always guarantee you're going to get the information back. But
of course,
depending on the combination. But I've reported it before. Yeah, I've reported a partial rings, and you get a message back. I had the most recent one. I think it was a black-headed gull. I got a message back saying thank you very much for the report. Unfortunately, we're unable to to ascertain enough information from what you've given us to the exact bird. But if you've got the beginning and the end, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't get, how, like you get shots at the beginning, but yeah, anyway. So yeah,
Yeah.
I will. Okay,
Cool.
I will submit that. So
Okay. Obviously, going to have to put it down as a good tail because you missed the middle bit out.
exactly, yeah. Like
Right.
gold. Was it gold Frankenstein and
Sure. Yeah. Don't go there. Okay. So thank you so much. Thanks, Dave, for another great year's worth of birding and shows and friendship and so on. It's been brilliant.
And to you as well, mate. Thanks for all your hard work you put into this, because without your hard work, I just turn up, mate. That's all I do. So
It's good fun. It is good fun.
yeah, brilliant.
Thanks to other halves. Obviously, thanks to Tina for putting up with me not being around.
Yeah, and to Annette as well, who's probably
secretly. Yeah, and thanks to Annette. Yeah, thanks to Annette. And
and
thanks to everyone watching. So if we don't see you before on Sunday, have a fantastic Christmas. Have a happy and healthy New Year. And I'm sure we'll see most of you out and about birding at some point in the new year, if not before.
No doubt we'll be at Abberton on New Year's Day, like everyone else. So
Yep.
no,
We'll
cool.
be.
And thanks to everyone that watches and comments on the show as well, because that makes it for us as well. So thanks very much, and thanks to David for replying about the ringing. That is really good, and yeah, brilliant.
Oh, he replied again just now, or not?
Yeah, he's just said, I should be able to report that apparently. So which is cool.
Brilliant. And he's still awake. He's kept awake through 2 hours of us wittering on.
He obviously doesn't watch it very often because
We'll give him a medal next month when we see him.
exactly. Yep, an award.
Right, we're going to play out with the photo commentaries. So I hope you enjoy this. Last about 5-6 minutes. Thanks all. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you soon.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy
Take care.
Christmas.